Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Class, now we will learn about narrative text. Okay, class, allow me to share screen before we start the lesson. Okay, narrative text. Class, have you heard about narrative text before? What is narrative text mean? Narrative text is a kind of the text that retell the story in the past. Jadi narrative text itu adalah jenis teks ya yang menceritakan cerita di masa lampau. The purpose or the social function is to entertain or to amuse the reader or listeners about the story. Jadi tujuannya itu adalah apa? Untuk menghibur si pembaca ataupun si pendengar. Itu tujuan dari narrative text. Okay, class, before we learn about the structure of the narrative text and the language feature of narrative text, I ask you, what kind of narrative text do you know? Who can answer? Okay, good job. There are fairy tales. Okay, what kind of the type of fairy tales do you know? Like Cinderella, Aladdin, Pinocchio. Yeah. For the characters like fairies, goblins, elves, trolls, dwarves, giants, or gnome, and usually magic or enchantments. Okay, the next kind of narrative text is legend. Legend is a narrative of human actions that are perceived both by teller and listener to take place within human history. Typically, a legend is a short, traditional, and historicized narrative text performed in a conversational mode. Some define legend as folktale. Jadi, legend itu sama aja ya dengan folktale. Contoh, ya, di sini adalah Malin Kundang dan Sang Kuryang. Siapa yang bisa menjawab lagi? Ya. What kind of legends narrative text? Malin Kundang, Sang Kuryang, what else? Loro Jonggrang, ya, Lutung Kasarung. That is kind of legend. Next, fable. Fable is a story, often about animals, that points out some aspect of human behavior and often has a moral attached to it, like Winnie the Pooh, Tortoise and Whale, and Ice Age. That is fable story. Next, science fiction. Science fiction is that cast of prosthetic setting of a situation that could not arise in the world we know, like To the Moon from the Earth by Jules Verne, Starship Trooper by Robert Heinlein, and A Space Odyssey by Arthur C. Clarke. Okay, for narrative text like adventure, real life, myth, horror, mystery, comment, romance, that is the other of narrative kind of narrative text. Hi class. After we know what is narrative text and the social function of narrative text, class. Now we have to learn about the structure of narrative text. The first is orientation. The second is complication. And then is resolution. And the last is coda. What is orientation mean? Orientation means telling who the main character and where is the setting. And complication that trigger a series of events. Yeah, a sequence event of event where the characters react to the complication. And how about resolution? Resolution in which the problem from the complication is solved. And coda give that give the moral to the story. Okay. Actually, there are three generic structures. First, orientation. The second one is complication. And the third one is resolution. Yeah. It is the generic structure of narrative text. And how about language feature of narrative text? The first, we have to specific characters in the story. And then an adjective providing description. And then use of time words to connect event. And verb showing action. And the last is adjective and also adjective showing description. Okay, class. I have a story here, a text here. Yeah. Adapted. This text is adapted from a short story by Henry Lawson. Okay, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 paragraphs here. Yeah. And I will explain to you where is the orientation, where is the complication, where is the resolution, and where is the code. Hey, for the first paragraph, the two-room house is built of front timber, slabs and stringy bark and floor with split slabs. Bush or round bush with no horizon. For the country is flat. The driver and ex-squatter is away with sheep. His wife and children are left here alone. For Reg, dried-up-looking children are playing about the house. Suddenly, one of them yelled, "Snake! Buyer! Use a snake!" It is near sunset, and she knows the snake is there. She makes up beds for the children and sits down beside them to keep watch all night. She has an eye on the corner and green sapling club are ready by her side. Alligator, the fox lies nearby. It must be 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. The bush woman watches and listens, thinking about her life alone whilst her husband whilst her husband is gone. It must be near daylight now. The hair or alligator's neck begin to bristle. Between a crack in the slabs, an evil pair of small, bright light eyes glisten. Alligator springs. He has the snake now. Thud, thud as the woman strikes at the snake. The dog shakes and shakes the black snake. The snake's back is broken. Thud, thud, his head is crushed. She leaves the mangled reptile and throws it on the fire. The eldest boy watches it burn and looks at his mother, seeing tears in her eyes. He throws his arm around her and exclaims, "Mother, I won't never go driving. Trust me if I do." Okay, that is the story. Okay, class, which one? The orientation. Okay, good job. The orientation is paragraph 1. For the complication from paragraph 2 until paragraph 3, 4, 5, 6. Until paragraph 6. Yeah, the complication from paragraph 2 until paragraph 6. Yeah. In paragraph 2 until paragraph 6, there are sequence of events, yeah, where the characters lead to the complication. Next, for the resolution, in paragraph 7, yeah, for the resolution is which the problem from the complication is solved. Okay, the last is coda. Coda is give the moral to the story. Okay, like I explained to you about the orientation. For the orientation, telling who and where. Who is the main character here? Is wife and children. Where is the country? The country. Where is the country? Where is the place? The place is the two-room house is built of from timber. Okay, for complication, the complication that triggers a series of events. Yeah, it is for right that up children are playing about the house. That is the complication. Yeah, and for the event is first. Yeah, for paragraph 3. She knows the snake there, and then uh, she has an eye on the corner, and then it must be one. Okay. Next event is the woman thinking about her life alone while her husband is gone, and the last event, the hairs on alligator snake begin to bristle. Between a crack in the slabs and evil pairs of small, but like ice glisten, the snake, a black one, comes slowly. That is that are the sequence of events, yeah, or the complication. Next, for the resolution, which one? The sentence that talk about resolution. Okay, now the resolution is the woman strikes at the snake. The dog shakes and shakes the black snake. The snake's back is broken. That is head is reversed, yeah. And the complication, the solution means which the problem from the complication is solved, yeah. And next, for the coda, coda that gives the moral to the story. Where is the sentence that that show coda? The sentence is he threw his arms around her and exclaimed, "Mother, I will never go driving. Bless me if I do." Okay, so that is the generic structure of narrative text. and I already give to you the sentence that show the generic structure. And now we have to move to next material. To next about what is it? About language feature. Okay, in narrative text, we must have specific character in there. For example, in this text, there are wife and children as specific characters. And then we have adjective providing description like bright, dried up looking. That is adjective provide description. And then we have to use of time words to connect event. For example, it is near sunset. And then it must be 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay. It is the sunset and it must be 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning is the time words. Yeah. The function is to connect event. Next, verb showing action. Yeah. We have verb showing action for narrative text like spring and shakes. Yeah. In paragraph 7. Okay, for the last, we have adjective showing description. For example, mangled and eldest. Okay, class, that's all from me. Thanks for your attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you. Bye-bye.